Hi there, welcome to another countdown video. I got a guest today. Say hello. Say hi. Anyway, if you saw my last video about the Nintendo Switch, I mentioned how I'm willing to give Super Bomberman the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, I'll try it because I grew up with Bomberman. You know, I've played so many Bomberman games over the years. So I'm going to share with you 5 of my personal favorites. First is Bomberman Land for the Wii. This one is interesting because basically it's like you have all these mini games, you know, of course, because it's a Wii game. You have, they show a bunch of them on the back. There's all these different mini games, and which utilize the motion control. Some of them are kind of fun actually, but others are a pain in the ass. And one cool thing with this game is that all these characters on the cover here are playable in the battle mode, and there's actually a lot more too. There's a ton of characters in this, and you can actually customize the White Bomber, as most people kind of call him, as the White Bomber. But anyway, the plot of this game is kind of weird. It's like this guy right here with the sunglasses. Basically, he's taken over this game land or something, like, and you have to. He's in like the main head office or whatever, so you have to progress through all these different zones, like triangle zone, square zone, and the cat sniffing the box. Cat sniffing the box zone. And it's like in each zone, there's different mini games, which you have to complete them and get like a certain amount of points. And basically, obviously, the more points you have, the higher ranked you are. You have to be ranked #1 in each zone to progress to the next one. And like I said, some of these mini games are hard to play, so yeah. But the multiplayer is pretty cool because there's so many characters. Yes. Hi. Back to the list. Number 4 is Bomberman 64, which, to my knowledge, was the first Bomberman game on the N64. You know, probably, you know, hence the title, Bomberman 64. How original. Yes. Anyway. She wants me to pat her. Anyway, this was like more of an adventure game because I have a soft spot in my heart for these early 3D platformers. Well, if you could call it a platformer or whatever. Like Jumping Flash for the PS1 would be a good example of an early 3D platformer. But this game was awesome. It had great music. I love the characters in it, like all the villains and stuff, and the bomber guy with the wings. That was awesome. The battle mode in this was really good, too. I've been meaning to play this again, I just haven't gotten around to it. Now we're coming down to number 3. It's Bomberman Jetters for the GameCube. This one was, this was another adventure-type game, or more adventure mode. This one was actually based off of, like, an anime, I believe. There was, like, an anime in Japan of this. I think you can actually find it on YouTube, the episodes of it, but it could be Japanese dub, I'm not sure. But anyway, this one was had a lot of cool characters in it, like some of them in here. You collect cards, which I believe is in here. I think they start you with, for the battle mode, I think they start you with like about 8 characters or something, and there's like 6 or 7 to unlock, something like that. I could be totally off, but then you also get all kinds of different elemental bombs, and there's these creatures called Carabons, which are, well, just look at some of them. Palmy, for example, yeah, that's not just Pikachu mixed with Kirby. They're actually in a couple of Bomberman games, but they help you progress through different areas in the game, and I still got a damn sticker on this, but this was a good Bomberman game. The story mode is really good, and a lot of the characters that you can play as are cool, too. And, yeah. Moving down to number 2. Ironically, to number 2, Super Bomberman 2. Yeah, so much like N64, it's got Super in the title. Why they did that, I don't know. For Super Nintendo on N64 games. And they do the same thing with DS, so it's like, you almost think like, it's like, geez, all these years they still do that. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest here, I never played any of the NES Bomberman games. Like, I don't even think I even knew about them until, I mean, maybe I did play them back in the day. like when I was a kid, but I don't think I did. But I was always more familiar with the Super Nintendo titles. That's kind of where I first started. And this one basically is I remember this was actually in an issue of Nintendo Power, and I remember I loved looking at the pictures of like all the characters, like the 4 or 5 deadly bombers and everything. And this is one of the more traditional Bomberman games, where I think that's how Super Bomberman R is too. Is the story mode is like you navigate through mazes and like bomb enemies and stuff, where it's not like an adventure type of game or something. But yeah, this is definitely a classic, one of my favorites. But my personal favorite, my #1 choice, Bomberman Tournament for the Game Boy Advance. This one is also an adventure game. It's almost like, it kind of reminds me of Zelda in a way. Well, maybe not Zelda, but I don't know. But I remember renting this first. I got my Game Boy Advance for Christmas in 2001, and this was one of the first games I rented. And you can only have two. You can only have 2 save profiles on it. You know, it's like internal storage games. And the funny thing was, it was like one of those things like, you know, when you'd hate to rent an internal storage game like, well, Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda, like because then it's like, if I rent it again, I'm not, you know, my profile's gonna be deleted or whatever. I actually rented this again at one point, and my profile was still on there. And years later, I did eventually buy it and beat it, of course. But yeah, this one was awesome because there's all these different levels you go to. There's a lot of the Carabons in it as well. More in this one than in Bomberman Jetters. And actually, this guy right here, Max, he's in it. He's like, kind of like the main. The plot. He's been captured, and you have to rescue him. The 5 deadly bombers are back, and this game, the Bomberman Tournament, had awesome music. In fact, the music you're listening to throughout this video is from Bomberman Tournament. And there's another one. This is the battle mode theme. But, you know, of course, that's the only flaw with this game, is to play battle mode. You can play with AIs, but if you want to play with friends, you have to link up a bunch of systems that each have the game. But the story mode is awesome. Like, this game brings back memories. I love this game. But those are just some of my favorite Bomberman games. So, that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to rate, comment, share, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Right, Sadie? Toodaloo. Have a nice day.